Hello everyone, hope you're well. This is the first video following on from the initial meeting with ministers about streaming and technical support in your churches. We are going to focus today on Facebook Live, as well as looking at a couple of apps and websites that will help you manage your streams and your Facebook page. So first we're going to look at going live from your smartphone, then we're going to look at using your laptop to go live, as well as using Facebook Live Producer to schedule your videos. We're also going to dip our toes into the more advanced features that Facebook offers, with a view of doing another video in future that will help you with the more advanced features and options when doing a live stream. The future video will also look at other platforms and other hardware and software you can use, but for this video we're going to keep it nice and simple and look at Facebook Live using your smartphone or your laptop. With any luck, this video will cover all your questions for Facebook Live, but if you do have any further questions that you're still a little bit unsure about, please pass those on to Derek Graham, the Training and Development Officer, who will then pass them on to me, and hopefully we'll be able to get you an answer and get rid of any uncertainties. Anyway, hopefully this should cover all you need to know about Facebook Live, and I hope you enjoy the video. So this is the page you'll see when you first click onto your business Facebook page, and then what we want to first do is click on create a post, and then you'll see this screen in front of you. Now we want to bring up that menu by scrolling up on it, and there's an option here that says live video, so that's the one we're after. Now once we click on live video, you'll see a screen that looks like this. Here's myself with a little bit of equipment in the background, and you can add a little description. This is just called "This is testing Facebook Live," and that's what your viewers will see as the description of it. Now there are some filters at the bottom, but we don't really need to worry about those in any professional capacity, and there are a couple of options at the top, one to switch the camera on and one to turn the flash on, and you can see the flash in the reflection of the monitor. Now once I've done playing with my hair, we'll play start live video, and this is the beginning of the video. And you can see that the stream looks something like this, bit of my equipment in the background. You don't need to worry about the filters. You can rotate the camera where you need it. So it either needs to already be horizontal, or you can keep it portrait. You can then see who's currently viewing your stream, and then you can also type in some comments. So you'll see what comments come up, and then you'll understand what people are talking about, and you can interact with them. The other useful bit of kit to note is a tripod you can use. So my tripod has currently got a different camera on it at the moment, just there. I feel like a vlogger now. But you can get one of these which attaches to the tripod and it holds your phone. So it means you don't have to worry about it yourself. So the other thing to note, moving around my study now, and then what we'll do is we'll click finish, and that slightly abrupt ending is me finishing off the Facebook Live video. So what this does is it now gives you a playback of your live video. You've got a few options here. Now you can post to your timeline, so click that and then people will be able to watch it back later, and then upload in HD. You want it to be high definition to ensure maximum quality for your viewers. You've also got a save button on the bottom left, which will allow you to save that to your phone, your device, which you can then say upload to YouTube later. You can delete it altogether, or when you're ready you can click the blue button that says share, and that will post it directly to your Facebook page. There you go, you can see it's uploading, and it'll say we'll let you know when it's ready to go. Just refresh it after a minute or so, and there you go, it's live and you can play it back, and you can scroll across and you have those options. So this is just, I'm just going to quickly play back what you would see if you were watching that video. So this is just the saved version. And you can see that the stream looks something like this, bit of my equipment in the background. You've got a couple of bits, we don't need to worry about the filters. Now, I think what I'd like to point out is one app that is especially useful in a lot of these circumstances, and it is Facebook Page. Now this is a separate app on the App Store, as you can see here on screen. And what this does is it allows you to control your Facebook page without any interference of any personal account, so you can't inadvertently post on the wrong account. And you'll see here when we click on it, Now the page that I'm managing is just called Testing for TSG, the one we broadcasted on a moment ago, the Soundest Guy. And so what this does is you can see here, you can publish from here, exactly the same, you can go live in exactly the same way as you publish a post. It's got engagement figures, it's got ideas of my old streams, any updates I've got. And you can see all the old streams, which we'll go on to a little bit later. If you click on the bottom tab, you can see the engagement tab, which sort of shows you the posts and events and sort of insights into people that have been viewing. You can then click on the middle tab at the bottom, which is your inbox. Obviously don't have any inboxes at the minute, I've only just started this page, but any messages you have would appear here. You've got your comments here as well, so if you're in the top, you can click messages or comments. You've got your notifications, which aren't, I don't currently have any, but these would be any posts to your page or engagement that you've got from there. And the one on the bottom right hand side is the tools. So this has got your settings, it's got drafts and scheduled posts, which you can have a play around with later. And just for note, if you ever schedule a live stream, which we're going to look at in a moment, this is what someone would see, that your schedule's coming up soon. And it's got a little countdown for when you go live. So that's just an idea of what to expect when people are looking on the page. So the next step is to look at Facebook Live via a computer. Now the option for this is it allows you to live stream directly from your computer, but it also allows you to schedule for future reference. So what you need to go to is www.facebook.com/live/producer. It will then go into your logged in account. If it's saved on your computer, you may have to log in, and you've got a number of options on the left hand side. You can go live now, schedule a live video, or upcoming live videos and events. And then just below you can see, so if we wanted to schedule one, you can currently see that it's currently on my personal account. So what we want to do is share in a page you manage. And we'll click that, and there you go. So this will now be posting on my Facebook page account. We can change the time and the date, etc. And then what you can do is you can add your video title. So we're calling this one Testing Scheduling. You can add a little description for your viewers to understand what's going on. Now we've got a number of options on this page, and it can look a little daunting, but let's go through them and hopefully it will make sense to you. If you want to use a persistent stream key, this is one of the advanced features we were speaking about. If you're doing lots of broadcasts and you need the stream key, this is what you want on, so if you did a weekly service. Now, if you don't know what a stream key is, don't worry, because this is for when you're using external software or hardware to control your stream. If you just want to go live off your computer, don't worry about a stream key. But if you are doing a repeated broadcast, such as a service that you're doing and you're controlling it through something like Open Broadcast software or an ATEM, you want to use a persistent stream key because it keeps things easy for you and it can always speak to the same stream key. The announcement post preview is what it will look like to people that have liked your page when you announce it. So that's what they'll see. It's just my cover photo at the minute, but you can upload a picture if you need. In the stream settings, you've got end live video if stream stops, so that means especially if you're using a third-party software, if it drops out it will end the stream. You don't necessarily want that, but it is an option. Embed live video, which is if you want to put that on directly onto your website. Again, these are more advanced options. You wouldn't necessarily normally go into this section for just setting up a simple stream. And if you want the video to not be there at the end, you can put unpublish. You've also got viewing options, which allows viewers to rewind is the key, so if they want to move backwards and forwards. And then you've got the comments. Now this gives you a number of options which you can have a play around with yourself. You don't necessarily need any restrictions on your comment section most of the time. So now we're going to click Schedule Live Video. And it will start coming, jump up now, Schedule Live. So, we've got a few options in front of us. We've got Use Stream Key, but don't worry too much about that for the moment. These are just a couple of the features that Facebook offer. You've got Stream Health, which we can go into a bit more detail another time, but you've got polls and questions you can ask people as you're going. Stream health is about the data being transferred. Again, don't necessarily need to worry about that for most of them. The key thing to note is if you're using the maximum broadcast resolution is 720p. Don't necessarily need to worry about that all the time, but just have that a note if you're doing any advanced streaming. Now you've got a few options here. You've got use stream key and use camera, which are the ones. Use camera is the one we're going to want. You'll notice there's a little pop-up in my browser that says it would like to access my camera and my microphone. We want to make sure we click allow. It's got an inbuilt camera and inbuilt microphone, so you can select what devices you've got connected, but in this context we just want the default ones. So we make sure that we click allow. And there we go. And then you should see my face. There we go. That's me looking all happy. So yeah, there's the options we've got. You'll notice in the bottom left hand corner it says enable manual mode. Now, what is in manual mode? It says that we are allowed, instead of starting automatically at the time we scheduled, we can just start it when we're ready. And then you'll see it changes to manually start live video, and in a moment I'll click manually start live video, and there we go. And you'll see we are now live. One thing to note, if you are a little concerned by noticing a couple of the images being a bit jaggedy and a bit bitty, don't worry, that's just a problem with Apple's screen recording software. It didn't look like that when we were doing the stream. Just a couple more notes on scheduling a live video. You can add a description and a title, but you'll also notice there is a select an image button. So if you look on the right hand side, it's just got my cover photo. But what we can do is we can upload a custom image, say your logo of your church or something like that. So we've scheduled this video, and the idea is if you click on upcoming live videos and events, which is on the left hand side, you can see what the people that have liked your page can see. So you've got a few options. You can copy the live video URL, so if you wanted people to be able to click on, you send them an email, you could copy that live video URL, put it in an email, people just click on that link and they're at that live stream when it goes live. You've got copy page URL, which is to your Facebook page, and then you've got cancel broadcast. We'll come back to it in a moment. You can edit the post, so you can change the various parts of it, which is these options on the left hand side, like we mentioned before, the title and the description in the video. You can view the post, so this is what someone would see. And it would look something like this. They can set a reminder and comment, etc, etc. And you can cancel the broadcast, so if you've inadvertently set it up for the wrong date and you can't change it, or you're no longer doing that broadcast, you can just click cancel and you can get rid of it. Cancel live video. Now the final thing I'd like to show you is a part of the Facebook's options, which is the Creator Studio. Now you go to business.facebook.com/Creator Studio. Now this has a number of options which allows you to sort of control your content in your Facebook page. It's kind of the desktop equivalent of the app we mentioned earlier. You can see all of your posts. You've got your content history, such as previous posts, live streams, etc. You can also download the video, any streams that you've done previously. Now, if you wanted, like say, you wanted to do a stream on Facebook, say on your phone, but you then in future wanted to upload it to YouTube, you can do that in here, and it makes your life a bit easier. You've then got options to look at, such as stories, playlists, etc. Again, you just have a play with this yourself and you'll understand, and you'll easily be able to get to grips with it. You've then also got to look at, you've got the ability to look at insights, engagement with the Facebook page, how long they're spending on your page, and where sort of who's engaging with that. So the key thing to look at is if you go to create post in the top left corner, you've got posts, stories, videos, etc. But you've also got go live. Now if you click go live, you'll notice it jumps you to live producer, which is what we were at before. So you schedule it in exactly the same way, but that's just another way, another tool to understand that Facebook has a creator studio which you can control. But it takes you back to live producer in the end. Now, hopefully that's covered everything, any questions you have about Facebook Live across a computer or a phone.
And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact. I hope this has been useful for you, and thank you very much.